Feed me broccoli, nuts, and prunes. Feed me every afternoon. Feed me with giant spoons. Feed me. Feed me. Oh, fed him too far. Juice! Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Tricks of Corbin. I'm Rick. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Juicy Content. Juicy Content! Thank you, Sports on Patreon.
Get a towel.
Account, subscribe, and hit that like button. And don't forget those channel memberships.
Yes.
Today we got a, this is a video that's actually 15 Indian songs in Hollywood films.
15.
Can you name a film that featured an Indian song?
Jai Ho.
No, like one, like from, like it's a Hollywood movie, and they took a song from India.
And they put it in the Hollywood film.
Can you think of any?
How many films have used Britney Spears' song?
I don't know. I don't know if that's ever been
where they have featured an Indian song. I really don't know.
The only one I can think of is Moulin Rouge. They did a China Girl, I think was the one they did. Very famous. We've reacted to the song before. They did a full remake of that song for that movie. So I don't know if that's what it's going to reference here. But apparently there's at least 15 movies that have used Indian songs. I wonder if there's you've heard some Indian songs.
You know, I bet somewhere there's going to be some surprises that we didn't even realize they were in films that we've seen probably many times.
Western music has a strong influence on Indian cinema. There are several English songs which have been used in our films. But I'm sure many of you don't know that there are a lot of Hollywood movies which have used Indian film songs to create a dance sequence or just as a background music to establish the environment for a particular scene.
Shocking!
Welcome to Simply Curious. Today we are counting down the top 15 Indian songs that were used in Hollywood films. This is just part 1 and very soon we will be coming up with part 2.
More?
For those of you who saw these videos on Simply Chumma, here is a new and updated version on Simply Curious. Number 15, Mundiya Tu Bach Ke Rahi, from the trailer of the film Dictator.
In
this movie's trailer, the extremely popular Mundiya Tu Bach Ke Rahi song is used. And guess what? It fits.
It was used in the trailer?
In the building. Yes. Come on. I gotta tell you what, it's your boy Ho from the US.
Wait. Number 14, Jimmy Jimmy from the film You Don't Mess With Zohan. You Don't Mess With Zohan is an Adam Sandler film.
Oh, yeah, never saw it.
Quite a big hit when it was released. And it snuck this Bollywood song in the climax. Cheeky.
Both of these past two films haven't even been in India.
No, but...
Number 13, Urvasi
that makes
from the
sense.
film Kadalan.
That makes sense.
They had Urvasi
Chori
and
Chori
Ryan?
Hum Gori Se Pyar Karenge. The Guru. The Guru is a 2002 British-French-American sex comedy film. The film centers on a dance teacher who comes to America from India to pursue a normal career, but incidentally stumbles into a brief but high-profile career as a sex guru. In this film, we see Jimmy Mystery's character dancing to the song Chori Chori Hum Gori Se Pyar Karenge.
How current is this? Because Monkey Man will be in there.
Why that song?
I don't think it's that
Well, we have also been asking the same question ever since we saw this film. Number 11, Lehro Ki Tarah Yaad.
Shaun of the Dead.
In the film
Never saw it.
Shaun of the Dead. This is easily one of the most lovable zombie films ever. And Shaun of the Dead, which is based in London, did have an Indian connect as the protagonist always visits a supermarket run by an Indian. Shaun walks into the supermarket with no idea of the zombie situation around, and we hear the song Lehro Ki Tarah Yaade in the background.
It's fun of zombie movies. It's very funny.
I'd probably like it.
And it's Edgar Wright, so.
Is he getting a thumbs up?
No, he's not in India.
He's in an Indian store.
Oh, is he?
I think so.
Elsa, have you got any papers?
Number 10, Mera Joota Hai Japani.
What?
In the film Deadpool.
Oh, in the
This film has
taxi.
an Indian connect thanks to the lovable character Dopinder, a taxi driver who befriends Deadpool and has a bigger role in the second part. When Deadpool drives in his taxi, we hear the famous Mera Joota Hai Japani song in the background.
Barely.
Yeah. Hindustani. I didn't know that. Why didn't they go over the lion one?
Yeah, why didn't they play the lion one?
Copyright.
They don't
I
like
guess.
Dev Patel?
Copyright.
Kind of lonesome back here.
Pre-sales for Deadpool Wolverine are already through the roof.
I have to keep my hands on the wheel.
This movie.
Dope in the pool. Dead.
Number 9, Yun Hi Chala Chal Rahi in Deadpool
That's not a
2.
surprise.
Once again, in the taxi of Dopinder, we hear an Indian song in Deadpool 2. This time, it is Rahman's song Yun Hi Chala
What's
Chal
Thanos
Rahi
doing
from
in the
the
back
film
seat?
Swades. At number 8 and number 7, we have two songs, Vada Na Tod and Mera Man
It's been
Tera
so
Pyasa
long since I've seen
in
that,
the film
would not
Eternal
have
Sunshine
realized
of
that.
the Spotless Mind. Eternal
Valerie
Sunshine of a
loves
Spotless Mind is
a
considered by
great
many
film.
as
It's
one
her
of the
favorite
most
movie.
It's a
romantic
great
films
film.
ever. This film had two Indian songs going on in the background of a rather important scene. One was Vada Na Tod from the film Dil Tujhko Diya, and the other was Mera Man Tera Pyasa from the film Gambler.
Drink up, young man. Make the whole
Sure enough.
seduction part less repugnant.
My wife also loves this movie.
Come on.
I didn't see it till like 2 years ago.
You're kind of closed-mouthed, aren't you?
Why though?
Just, you know, my life.
Why
Who
would they be
knows?
watching an Indian movie?
I don't know.
Joel,
Cultured.
you should come up to the Charles with me sometime.
Yeah, my
Think
wife
it's frozen
loves
this
this.
time of year.
That sounds scary.
Exactly. I'll pack a picnic. A night picnic. Night picnics.
Number 6, Jaan Pehchan in Ghost World.
Don't know it.
Way before she was the Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson acted in a black comedy in 2001. This film was nominated for the Oscars for the Best Adapted Screenplay and has become a cult film now.
I've
It
literally
actually
never
had
heard
a
of it.
Never heard of it.
sequence where the lead was dancing to Jaan Pehchan from the film Gumnaam, which was sung by Mohammad Rafi. At 5th place, we have Bombay theme in the film Lord of War.
I'm guessing
Lord of
copyright
War
issues.
was one of Nicolas Cage's good films. And in a sequence where he's in Africa, he gives
First
a
of all,
monologue
Nicolas Cage
about
has a
the
lot of good
world,
films.
the
Yeah, he
need
does
and
have
existence.
a good- good films.
He
Rather
has
heavy
a lot of
and
bad films, too.
thought-provoking monologue, we must say. And in the background, they used Mani Ratnam's Bombay theme, which was created
Really?
by none other than Rahman. It did fit quite well.
Never saw the film, so
No, I'm talking about
The
this.
way
Yeah,
I look
yeah,
at it,
but
it's the way of
Bombay is
Africa.
a great score, all-time
Maybe
Indian
life.
score.
yeah.
Everything that
You know,
comes from the earth.
speaking of Mani
eventually
Ratnam,
returns.
At number
Andrani's
4
never seen
and
Hey
3, we have Yaro Yarodi from the film Alai Payude and
Never saw
Swasami
it.
from the
Hi,
film
Uma.
Tenali, both in the movie Accidental Husband.
Never heard
Accidental
of it.
Husband is a romantic comedy and is one of the most forgettable rom-coms from Hollywood. But Indians won't forget that film anytime soon, as this film had two of Rahman's blockbuster songs in it. It had Alai Payude's Yaro Yarodi and the song Swasame from Tenali, which we should say rather fit perfectly at the end of the film. We have Chaya Chaya in Inside Man.
I've never heard
Never
of
saw
it.
it.
Inside Man is easily one of the best heist films from Hollywood.
Really?
And maybe the inspiration behind Money Heist. I personally love this film and was taken aback when I heard the title song. It was none other than Rahman's famous Chaya Chaya track from the film Dil Se. Number 1, Chama Chama
Yeah.
in Moulin Rouge. Moulin Rouge was a Hollywood romantic musical directed by Baz Luhrmann. It's a multiple award-winning film whose songs were its
You're gonna
highlights.
get pretty
And for
divided
one of the
opinions
dance
about Moulin
numbers,
Rouge.
The famous hit song
Who doesn't
Chama
like
Chama
Moulin
from
Rouge?
the
Oh, there's a
Indian
lot of
film
people that don't
China
like Moulin
Gate
Rouge.
was used. A
That's
pretty
weird.
amazing moment for its composer, Anu Malik, I guess. Do let us know what you think of this list.
Yeah, the
Hit
songs
the like
weren't played
button,
probably
share
for
button,
copyright
and
and
subscribe
strikes,
to
yeah.
Simply Curious
They didn't
for
even
more
go over
interesting
Lion, though.
videos. If
Yeah.
you need sports-related
Oversee?
trivia videos,
But of
then
the
do check
15,
our
I think
channel,
there's maybe
Simply
3
Chuma.
films that I've seen.
I'd actually never seen Lion, so I didn't.
Yeah, Lion's good.
Nawaz is in that, and
Very small.
Oversee.
Yeah.
Oversee.
Nawaz-
Take it easy. Oversee.
Nawaz doesn't even have a supporting role.
Really?
Yeah, some of Nicole Kidman's best work.
Who?
Nicole Kidman.
Who's that?
I like Lion a lot. I really like Lion.
Would you ever jump into a lion's den?
Depends. Why? Everything goes back to why. Why am I doing it? Just to do it? No, I wouldn't just jump into a lion's den.
What reason would be good to jump into a lion's den?
To save a family member? If one of my kids or my grandkids or my wife was in there, hell yeah, I'm diving in there.
So you could both die at the same time.
I'd rather do that
Punch the lion.
than just stand there and watch them. Hell yeah. But if it's just because I've had one peg too many, I'm not going into the lion den.
Yeah, probably shouldn't.
No.
Yeah, I knew that Moulin Rouge one would be there. Eternal Sunshine.
Interestingly, they did not include Jai Ho. Maybe they will in the next one. Because you mentioned in a previous reaction that that's not an Indian film.
It's not.
So technically, it's an Indian song in a non-Indian film.
No, but
It's a Hollywood film.
Yeah, and original Hollywood song. So, it's like they're saying Indian songs.
That's an
that
Indian
were-
song.
No, that were in Indian
I know.
movies.
I know. I know. It was written for the film. But that's got to have some.
It might.
There's got to have a song from Indian cinema in Slumdog somewhere. Got to be. You know what else I would be surprised doesn't have one? Gandhi.
I've still never seen it. I didn't realize how old that movie actually is.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1980.
I think it's before that.
Let me see. I remember that was I was very invested.
I thought it was in the 90s.
No.
I've still never seen it. I've never seen Gandhi.
82.
82? Okay. Yeah.
I was very invested. At that time, I was beginning to really comprehend the depth of human dramatic storytelling at that point. I was 13, and I remember that year at the Oscars, I was rooting for everything for Gandhi because it was such a well-made film.
Watched it since? The
No, I intend to because Indrani has never seen it, and I'd really like the twofold perception of what I think of it now, as well as her perception of it.
Still,
You know who's in it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
What's his face?
Who?
What's his face?
Not Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, no, there's somebody else in it
Oh, really?
who, before their career ever took off, they have one scene.
Oh, Daniel Day-Lewis, right?
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis. He was young. He was like 20 years old.
I always found it interesting. I've still never seen it, so I don't know. And I've recently found out that he is part Indian.
He is.
Is Ben
Kingsley he has Indian DNA.
Still an interesting choice, though. Like, I don't think. Obviously, it was old Hollywood, so they didn't really care. But like nowadays, there's no way you could have somebody who's just part Indian as Gandhi.
I think if it were done today, you could still use Kingsley because he does have deep Indian DNA.
I think it would just be weird.
Yeah, I think you could.
Not that you have to pick somebody from India, even though they probably should. But it just always struck me as weird. Not that he can't do a good performance. It's just before I looked it up, I never thought he was actually Indian.
Oh,
Because he doesn't look Indian.
well,
like,
and
at all.
he's got a British accent. He lives in Britain.
He looks very white.
Yeah.
So but I don't know what percentage he is, but like,
I'm looking for. Hopefully, I'll ask Indrani. There's several films I want us to see that she hasn't seen yet.
did they brown his skin at all?
I don't remember. I don't think they needed to, and I don't
Is his
recall.
skin dark enough?
I believe so.
God, in my mind, he's so white.
Well, Gandhi wasn't very dark.
He's not me though.
No. But you're not Ben Kingsley.
I don't know. In my mind, Ben
No.
Kingsley is very white.
No. I don't think they did.
Pasty is tasty.
I especially don't think they did because I'm thinking about him in the early years when he was an attorney in Africa.
Yeah.
And I don't think they did anything to his skin tone at all.
Okay.
No.
What do you think would the next? So besides Gandhi, like if there was a Hollywood movie made about some famous Indian, who do you think it should be? Not named Gandhi.
Wow.
I think Hollywood do well to do one of the Mughal.
There's a lot.
There's so many good stories.
I'd like to see something with Bose. So it's,
Oh yeah, so more
yeah.
people can know about Bose.
yeah, not enough Americans assume
It's all Gandhi.
it's all Gandhi.
Yeah, it's all Gandhi. Or
They-
even, or maybe even that one president.
Yeah, his sidekick.
No, the scientist president.
Oh yeah, more people need to know about him. But I think it would be really important for Americans to understand there was a lot more to independence. Gandhi was crucial, but there was a lot more going on and a lot of other people, especially Bose,
I think those two
who
people
played a key role.
I think those two people would be good if Hollywood decides to do another like biopic ever of somebody Indian that's not named Gandhi.
Yeah, and my hope, I know it's yours as well. I would like to see
Actual Indian
India
side,
do its own thing and Americans embrace it and let India tell its own
or
stories.
do a blend.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all, but just have Hollywood money because Hollywood does have the money, at least now, unless people start showing up to theaters.
Yeah.
And then just hire Indian artists, Indian directors, Indian composers, Indian actors to do all of it. I think it all can go symbiotical. Anyways, let us know if there's other ones out there that you thought of that it was not in this list, and any other kind of videos we can react to. Let us know down below.
Juice!